A very good evening, dear students. Welcome to the School of Mathematics. In my previous video, I had given you introduction about powers and exponents, which is a very important chapter, chapter 13 in NCERT Maths book of class 7. In today's video, we are going to discuss questions from exercise 13.1. Before we start that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've also provided my WhatsApp number in case you wish to know anything about maths online tutoring classes. So let's begin by understanding what is an exponent. Exponential form of anything or any number involves a base and an exponent. Like in the previous video, I had given you in detail or explained you in detail about powers and exponents. Here A represents the base and x represents the power or exponent. So this is a general form in which any exponential term is or any exponential number is expressed. So today we are going to deal with these kind of questions. We are going to see how to convert them into standard form, how to convert a number into exponential form, or how to make the prime factors for any given number. So let's begin with question number 1. For question number 1, I have solved two parts. The remaining parts you need to solve on your own. With practice only you come to know how much you have understood. So from each question I will try to solve maximum parts, as many as possible. Remaining parts you need to practice on your own. In case you find any doubt in any of them, you can leave a message in the comment box. So the first question is, you need to find the value of 2 raised to power 6 and 11 square. Now, the first question that comes to our mind when we come across these questions is, wherever the word simplify or find the value of or evaluate is used, that means you need to multiply it and find out the answer. You do not have to leave the answer in exponential form, or you do not have to leave the answer incomplete. Sometimes while solving these kind of questions, the students generally write the answer like this. 2 raised to power 6 means 6 times you have to multiply 2. Some of the students also mistake this as 2 raised to 2 multiplied by 6, which is completely wrong. 2 raised to power 6 means you have to multiply 2 6 times. So now, since the question is find the value of, you cannot leave the answer here. You need to multiply it 6 times and then you need to write the final answer for that. So when you multiply all these terms, you'll get the answer as 64. So answer for first part will be 64. Similarly, moving on to next question. 11 square in this case means 11 multiplied by 11. I told you in the previous video, when the power or the exponent is 2, then it is read as square of something. Like in this case, it is 11 square. So 11 multiplied by 11, the answer will be equal to 121. Moving on to next question now. In this question, he says, express the following in exponential form. So here, as you can see in the first part, 6 is multiplied 4 times. So very simple answer, 6 raised to the power 4. Now many times we have observed that while writing the answer, some of the students write the answer like this, which rather than appearing as 6 raised to power 4 looks more like 64. So in case you write the answer like this, your answer is wrong. You need to properly differentiate between the power and the base. Similarly, for the next one now, there is a variable term also and there is a constant term also. 2 is multiplied 2 times, so it can be written as 2 square multiplied by a square, which can also be written as, since the power for both of them is same, so it can also be written as 2a whole square. Moving on to the next part now. A is multiplied 3 times here, so we can write this as a cube or a raised to power 3 multiplied by c is multiplied 4 times, so power for c will become 4 multiplied by d. Or in the next step, we can also write this as a cube c raised to power 4 d. So when we write the answer like this, it is understood that the sign between these is multiplication. Moving on to the next one. Express each of the following numbers using exponential notation. This is a very important question of the exercise. Let us see how to solve this question. Now the first term that is given is 512. We need to make the factors for this. Now since the last digit is 2 here, so clearly this number is divisible by 2. Let us start with the division by 2. 256. Now sometimes what I have seen is the students don't know how to find this value. So it is a very simple method. You need to divide 512 by 2. 2 2s are 4. When you subtract, you get the answer 1 and you bring this 1 down here. Then 2 5s are 10. Again on subtracting you get 1. Bring this 2 down here and then we get 2 6s are 12. So the remainder will be 0. So from here you get the value 256. Similarly, in the next step, when you divide 256 by 2, you will get an answer. Again, you need to follow all the steps that are given here. 128 will be the answer. In the next step, we need to divide again by 2. 264s are. Again, this can be divided by 2. 232s are. And it is very important to present this while solving the question. You just cannot write the answer directly. Moving on, in the next step, we write this as 2 8s are, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2. So when we are writing the solution for this, we'll write this as 512 is equal to, now let's see how many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So clearly this can be written as 2 raised to the power 9. Similar method we are going to apply for the next part also. 3125. Since the number at ones place is 5, so clearly this number is divisible by 5. 5 625s are, 5 125. Again, let's divide by 5. 25s are, 5 5s are, and 5 1s are. So clearly 3125 can be written as 5 raised to the power 5, since it's coming 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I hope these kind of questions are clear to you. Prepare them properly because these kind of questions are very important. Moving on to the next one now, we need to identify which of these number is greater. So for this we need to find the value of each of them and then we can compare both of them. So for the first part, 4 cube. 4 cube means it can be written as 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4, which will give you the answer as 64. Similarly, 3 raised to power 4 means 3 has to be multiplied 4 times. So in the expanded form, it can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, which on solving will give you the answer as 81. Now clearly 81 is greater than 64, which implies 3 raised to the power 4 is greater than 4 cube. Moving on to the next one now. Here 2 raised to power 10 means 2 has to be multiplied 10 times. Please don't mistakenly write it as 2 multiplied by 10. That is not the way we write the solution for this. So this will be 2 multiplied by 2. 10 times we need to write this. So now when you multiply it by 2 10 times, you will get the answer as 1024. Now the other part is 10 square. 10 square means 10 multiplied by 10. And clearly 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. Here also most of the students make mistake. They write 10 multiplied by 10 is 20. So please don't confuse plus with multiplication. 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. Now clearly if you compare these two, 1024 is greater than 100. So 2 raised to power 10 is greater than 10 square. So children, keep in mind you need to solve these questions in order to identify which is greater. Just by looking at the term, don't judge which number is going to be greater. Now for the next question, it says you need to express each of the following as a product of powers of their prime factors. Now if you remember, 2 is the smallest prime number. So we need to take only those numbers which are prime numbers in this case. Let us start for 648. Now since the number at units place is 8, so it is divisible by 2. Let's start with the division by 2. 324, 162, 281. Now clearly 81 is not further divisible by 2, so we will move on to the next prime number, which is 3. 3 27s, 3 9s, 3 3s, and 3 1s. So when we need to express this number in the exponential form, we will write the powers of 2 also, which will become 2 cube. Multiplied by 3 is coming 4 times, so we'll write it as 3 raised to power 4. This is the way you express the given number as a product of its prime factors. Similarly, moving on to the next one, 3600. Again, the number at units place is 0. So let's start with the table of 2. 2 1800s are. This is also a similar method. 3600 is divided by 2 and then we get 1800. 2 900. 2 450. 225. Now since the last digit is 5, so it will no longer be divisible by 2. It will be divisible either by 3 or by 5. Whichever number you want to take first, it is completely fine. Let's start with 5. We'll get here 5 45s are, 5 9s are. Now 9 is a number which comes in the table of 3. So we can write it as 3 3s are and 3 1s are. So now let's express this in power form. 3600 can be written as 2 raised to power 4 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 5 square. So this is the way you are going to express these numbers as product of the powers of their prime factors. Again, these questions are very important from examination point of view. Let's move on to question number 6 now. In question 6 it says simplify. Let us see the first part, 7 square multiplied by 2 square. Like I have told you earlier also, simplify or evaluate means you need to multiply the terms and then you need to find the answer. 7 square in this means 7 multiplied by 7 and 2 square means 2 multiplied by 2. So this can also be written as 49 multiplied by 4, which on solving will give you the answer as 196. Similarly, 5 square multiplied by 3 cube means 5 multiplied by 5 and 3 cube means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3. So this can clearly be written as 25 multiplied by 27. So children, you need to be very careful by multiplying the terms. Let us solve this by multiplication. 25 multiplied by 27. 7 5s are 35. 7 2s are 14 plus 3 will give you 17. 2 5s are 10. 2 2s are 4 plus 1 will give you 5. So the answer for this will be 675. Similarly, moving on to the next one, 3 square means 3 multiplied by 3 and 10 raised to power 4 means 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 10. So clearly this can be written as 9 multiplied by 10,000, or we can also write the answer as 90,000. I hope this question is clear to you. Now in this part there are negative terms. So here we are going to apply the laws of integers also, which we have done in the first chapter. Simplify minus 4 whole cube. Minus 4 whole cube means minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 multiplied by minus 4. Now if you remember, for any negative term, if there is an odd power, the answer also comes in negative. So the answer for this will be minus 64. Moving on to the next one, minus 3 multiplied by, let's open the bracket, minus 2 cube means minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. Or this can be written as minus 3 multiplied by minus 8. Now if you remember the laws of integers, minus into minus will change to plus. 3 8s are 24. So the answer for this will be plus 24, or simply you can write it as 24. Then for the next one, minus 3 square means minus 3 multiplied by minus 3 and minus 5 square means minus 5 multiplied by minus 5. Now minus into minus changes to plus, so 3 into 3 will become 9. Similarly, minus 5 into minus 5 will change to plus again, and 5 5s are 25. So when you multiply these two, you'll get the answer as 225. Similarly, moving on to the next one, minus 2 cube means minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2, and minus 10 cube means minus 10 multiplied by minus 10 multiplied by minus 10. So minus into minus will give you the answer also in minus, so it will be minus 8 multiplied by minus 1000. Now since there are two negative terms, so minus into minus will change to plus. 8 into 1000 will give you the answer as 8000. So here applying the laws of integers and remembering them is very important, especially for the questions where negative sign is involved. Now moving on to the last question for today. Compare the following numbers. Now here if you see at the powers clearly, here the power of 10 is 12 and here the power of 10 is 8. Clearly 10 raised to power 12 is more or greater as compared to 10 raised to power 8. So we can directly write 2.7 multiplied by 10 raised to power 12 is greater than 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 8. Clearly the number before them also matters, but first you need to identify or to compare the powers. Similarly, moving on to the next one, now 4 into 10 raised to power 14 is there and the other number is 3 into 10 raised to power 17. Now although 4 is greater than 3, but if you compare the powers of 10, here the power of 10 is 17 and here the power of 10 is 14. So clearly 17 is greater than 14. So this number will have more zeros. So that means 3 into 10 raised to power 17 is greater than 4 multiplied by 10 raised to power 14. So I hope all these questions of this exercise are clear to you. Please try and solve the remaining parts, and if you find any doubt, you can leave a message in the comment box. Till then, please don't forget to keep watching my videos. Thank you.